Book of the Dead. Magic and Theology. Gods, Spirits, Demons of the Book of the Dead. From Gods to Demons. Part 2. Unlike the Guardians, there are gangs of demons that are rarely depicted and are only mentioned through collective names such as the Murderers, the Messengers, and the Wanderers. Their names are very representative of their fearful function as punishers sent to earth from angry deities or the service of a main god such as Osiris, Sekhmet, or Re. These demons are also mentioned widely in spells for everyday magic, where they are especially feared as disease carriers and as messengers of Sekhmet. This shows that the supernatural world and the belief in demons and spirits as represented in the Book of the Dead are closely related to the world of the living and to the daily magical practices performed by the local magicians and priests in the temple in order to protect and heal the living from unwanted happenings. It is also in relation to the same need of protection that the spells and vignettes against dangerous, demonic animals present in the Book of the Dead should be seen. The group of spells 31 to 42 aims at repelling hostile beings and forces and to demonize certain animals, such as snakes, crocodiles, pigs, and insects, which were to be warded off also in spells of daily magic, cat. Nose 30 إلى 31. The anti-snake spells are the most numerous in the group. Spells 33 إلى 35, 37, and 39, they are also tested in the oldest magical corpus of the pyramid texts of the 3rd millennium BC and widespread in spells for daily magic through the New Kingdom and later. We can consider those snakes and the other animals mentioned in these spells demonic, since they do not inhabit the earth but belong instead to the variegated divine category of the inhabitants of the netherworld. Moreover, they are generally associated to the god of chaos Seth, such as the pig of some variants of spell 36 and the donkey of spell 40, or to the giant serpent Apophis, such as the snakes of spells 33 إلى 35. The latter, mentioned in particular in spell 39 of the Book of the Dead together with its earlier variant of Rerik, cat. No, 31, occurs also in spell 7 of the Corpus, where the spine of Apophis is also the sandbank that halts the boat of the sun god during its journey. Apophis cannot be considered either a god or a demon, but rather an archetypal enemy of creation that can be compared to primordial monsters, dragons, and snakes representing chaos and contrasted with creation in other religions, such as the Babylonian Tiamat or Leviathan of the Hebrew Bible. Apophis is also represented in the vignette of spell 17 while being fettered with a knife by Atum, who manifests in the form of a wild cat or while attacking the solar boat in the scenes of the so-called Book of the Hidden Chamber or Amdot. The Aku, transfigured spirits and ghosts. Finally, the Book of the Dead spells contribute also to our understanding of another important religious concept, that of spirit, or ghost, which also indicates creatures belonging to the sphere of the supernatural. However, they are not independent entities such as the gods and demons, rather, they represent the transfigured status of the living after death. The term that in ancient Egyptian indicates these creatures is Ak, represented by the hieroglyph of the crested ibis whose root has a vast array of meanings, from being defective, efficacious, to transfigure, and glorify. The similar root IH, to be bright, indicates the close connection of the blessed spirits to the sun. Spells 130 إلى 136 of the Book of the Dead, which are all focused on the solar boat, are for making an Ak excellent, in assimilation to the sun god. However, in other contexts the Aku can be understood as spirits inhabiting the netherworld and even as demons controlled by a main deity, as in the case of a peculiar spell only tasted in a few papyri of the Ramesside and Third Intermediate period, the so-called spell 194 of the Book of the Dead, where Anubis is depicted at the head of 7 Aku holding snake wands, which are said to belong to the tribunal and are also mentioned in spell 17. These demonic Aku can be seen even as ghosts when the term is used for ghostly manifestations occurring on earth, as in many Ramesside spells of daily and funerary magic. Finally, the term Ba, represented by the hieroglyph T of the Jabiru, bird, indicates a transfigured status of the deceased in the afterlife in relation to freedom of movement, similar to a. It can also designate supernatural forces when used in its plural form bow. Spells 107 إلى 116 of the Book of the Dead are for knowing the bow of different places in the netherworld, which are represented as threads of divine figures, probably local gods. The bow of the gods also occur in spells of daily magic as rather dangerous forces.